Hey guys, welcome to the video. It is probably time for a wrestling figure video, isn't it? We got kind of a little bit sidetracked with the wrestling figure stuff with the Blackest Night saga, which we've also been sidetracked from, and then all this Yu-Gi-Oh content that's been pouring in recently. I've just been doing really well in getting like Yu-Gi-Oh stuff in and all this kind of stuff, and it kind of blows your mind really when you actually look at how much content I'm actually getting out on the channel at this point. And then you think of all the stuff that's being delayed and all the stuff that I'm having to kind of put off filming and all that kind of stuff. And then in turn, all the stuff that I then have to put off filming because I have to put off filming the stuff that comes before it and all that stuff. And it makes you think, like, if I had just the full power to just film everything I plan to film, imagine how powerful the channel would be, how much we'd be getting out of it. But anyway, we've actually got some wrestling stuff here. One thing that hasn't helped is I've been doing a lot better in sourcing the Yu-Gi-Oh bundles, etc., than I have wrestling figure bundles. Still been struggling with that, been struggling with it all year, really. And if I'm completely honest, it's kind of sad because I do enjoy scrolling through eBay, you know, seeing what's out there, and I really enjoy finding a bargain and then making the money on said bargain. But I'm not going to lie, I'm really losing interest in the wrestling figure side of the business. It's kind of like, the used figure stuff's alright, but particularly when I get in like the new figures, it's like there's barely any money in it, and they take ages to sell, and you know, I have to charge terrible prices to put them on eBay to get them in front of people and stuff, and it's just not really very rewarding. Whereas the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, it takes up much less space. It sells quicker. I just chuck it on Card Market and people know where to find it. You know, there's more money in it. So yeah, you know, I'd still probably end up buying these bundles and stuff as much room as they do take up, but I do enjoy looking for them and stuff, so I'd probably still end up, like, even if I said I wasn't ordering any more figures in, I even enjoy looking for figures, you know, on wholesale websites and stuff. Anyway, first things first here, we've got two bundles here. I don't know which is which, but I do know that we've got into it. This is a bundle of classic superstars. Now, this was on starting bid for something like £40, but there's some pretty good classic superstars in here. So, I'm going to just get into this with the figure that's... Oh, dude! What the hell is this? Okay, a bad start. Here comes a refund. So there was a referee, a jakks Danny Davis, as far as I could tell, with a Mattel Danny Davis head on it. And as you can see, the Mattel Danny Davis head is not on it anymore. I have absolutely no idea what's happened with that. Clearly someone's tried to, like, glue it in, like, mold it in, like, what the hell? The arms are loose as hell as it is. I'll point... look at the waist as well. I'll point out as well, this seller messaged me to say that there was a rattle with the Rock figure before he sent it. Stated this thing, even if the head was still attached, I'd be mentioning that too. So let's take a look at the Rock. Yep, it definitely does have a rattle. And I said to the guy, I said, it's alright, can't be helped with these figures. Classic superstars, I mean, jakks, I mean, they're made out of, I don't know, dust. Yep, definitely a loose one on that. Definitely a loose foot on there as well. But this Rock is probably worth about a tenner if I can actually get it sold to someone. He only has one elbow pad. Clearly he's already people's elbows to someone. We're on the back foot on this bundle so far. Next up we have Earthquake. Now this is an interesting one. This was one I kind of wanted this as a kid, and then as an adult I was tempted to pick one up. We got it now, of course. See, I only ever got Typhoon when I was a kid, and this used to be quite an expensive classic superstar. It's not as much now. You can see we have the chest hair on there. Apparently Jeremy Padawa thought that that was important to have actual, like, hair fibrous material on there. The head's pretty cool. As the classic superstars go, this is pretty cool. I was debating getting the greatest hits of the Earthquake and Typhoon elites in this gear. I never did pull the trigger, but yeah, still something to debate on. As you might have assumed, we also have a Typhoon. See, these are in good condition. It's just that referee's, like, absolutely ruined. I mean, that head's loose. No way about that. We got the Typhoon as well. Now, I think that the Earthquake and Typhoon together can fetch about 20, I think. So that's not bad. As I say, we paid 40. Next, we have the Cactus Jack Classic Superstar cloth goods t-shirt. It's actually really nice. That it's a bit big. You know, it wouldn't fit on another figure. It would definitely be too oversized to move on to an Elite or something, but still really quite nice and really not a bad classic superstar to pick up as well. Oh look, these are even individually bagged. I don't understand the inconsistency with this seller. The inconsistency, I should say. Inconsistency is not a word. We got a Stone Cold Steve Austin. I think I'm closer to 15. Really not a bad figure. I'd have loved this when I was a kid. Rather than the Titantron Live one I had, we've got the knee braces, the nice 316 jacket. Head's not bad, to be fair. Stone Cold jacket, etc. Yeah, really cool. Not bad at all. Definitely not worse than a referee with no head. Speaking of, here's the head. Yeah, it's actually worse than I thought. I definitely thought, like, you know, that's some kind of glue and someone's probably tried to mold it or something. Turns out it's just blue tack. It's just blue. There's no blue tack residue there. It's just blue. But yeah, he's literally just blue tack the head on. Like, how is that going to be acceptable? You know, he messages me to tell me that The Rock has a rattle in his arm, and this ref has two rattles in both arms, loose waist, and the head comes off. The head is not attached. The head is blue tacked on. How is that ever going to be okay? I wouldn't mind, except I plan to use this ref so that my childhood Dangerous Danny Davis doesn't get damaged when I'm animating with it, because again, Jack's figures are made out of dust. So yeah, I'm kind of disappointed with that. But you know, if we can get like a $5 back for that or something, we'll let it go. We also have a Doink the Clown. Assuming I don't break the arm trying to put it down on the mail opening. That has happened before. Yeah, really not a bad figure. I had Evil Doink when I was a kid. My neighbour around the corner, he used to have this one. It's a really nice figure. You would think it would be too common to be worth money, but as classic superstars go, it's really quite good. Unless I'm mistaken. In which case you'll have seen some, you know, some cheeky message from myself later on appear on the screen when I said it was worth like 20 or something. But yeah, this is like the kind of thing where most of the money's coming from. All of it was kind of worth picking up, or was it actually? Because the plan was get the money back, make a little bit of profit, and use the Danny Davis. I'm not sure it was really worth the effort now, but I digress. The last one we have here is the exclusive. This is where I was planning on making the profit. The exclusive Brown Mankind. Really cool. Again, the cloth goods really quite oversized, but you know, they do fit the figure. We got brown singlet underneath with like actually a little bit chipped on the plastic there. Still really cool. I feel like the cheapest listing for this was something like £35 or something like that. But you know, if we can get 25 or above, and that is everything. So yeah, still a little bit disappointed. Hard to say that I enjoyed that one, but this one is pretty cool. This was actually a buy it now bundle. Traditionally, I don't get a lot of buy it now bundles. You don't tend to find a lot of them for a good price. And recently I've had two. A Yu-Gi-Oh one, which is insane, which will be my next Yu-Gi-Oh mail opening. Or my next one, depending on if a bundle I've been waiting for 2 weeks arrives. They'll probably be out this week, all three of them, because there's, again, just so much in the pipeline, so much content. I need to get back on Blackest Night. I have no idea where the flaps are in this box. I guess I'm just ripping it open. I'm really short on boxes at the moment as well, and other people must be feeling the same way, because this is so makeshift. Like, this is a plastic bag over a box. Yeah, I'm not reusing this. It's just cut right the way through. I really did plan on doing an upload every day following Halloween, like the start of the Blackest Night, but got a little bit sidetracked doing stuff with my girlfriend. I do plan to finish off those uploads at some point. But yeah, anyway, this is a buy it now bundle, as I mentioned. It's all Jakks accessories. It was 50% buy to keep, 50% buy to sell. I felt like it was a decent price for both. If there's one thing I like more than all Jakks accessories, it's getting them in a bundle that I can then sell other bits of to pay for the Jakks accessories that I decided to keep. So first of all, we have the yellow Jakks boombox. No idea if that's got anyone's theme loaded into it. I don't really know how these things worked. I don't know if they all had theme songs on them or whether it was just like too cool and stuff like that. No idea. Also no idea how how to activate it. If so, like that bit in the top like moves very, very slightly, give me some false sense of use. But then there's a little panel on the back that looks like it could have been a battery pack or something, so that looks like it could have just been retooled. So yeah, but either way, really cool, you know, nice yellow boombox. You know me, guys, I love my yellow. We got a spiked mace, which I wish I could say happened rarely on these when I actually get wrestling figure accessories, but quite often we seem to find a random spiked mace from God knows what franchise added in. We got a WCW trash can, that'll just be straight in a bundle. Definitely got a couple of those in at the moment. We got a set of these small ring steps. Now the first time I had a set of these in, they sold for like £8 really quickly. And then I've had 2 of these in for months and there's been no interest in them at all. So again, these are probably going to go in a bundle, probably with us. We got a jakks steel chair, which still works. So we'll put that in the bundle as well. We've got a warlord axe. Really, really cool. I might just list that by itself. Might depend on the listings. It's a bit niche, but you know, someone might need it. So yeah, it seems like a bit of a pointless inclusion to an accessory bundle. But yeah, next thing we've got is a Jakks Pacific sink, which is really cool. Now, here's an issue. I wasn't planning on keeping this, but I don't think the one that I have has the pipe on the bottom, with this green slime pouring out of it. In the original video where I originally got one of these, I was talking about how I love the weird grimy details on these kind of like Jakks accessories, like the green around the sink and everything. But the one that I already have definitely has better grime on it. But this one has the pipe. That's debatable. And that's not removable, so that's definitely been retooled at some point to just not have the pipe attached anymore. I mean, I was totally planning on listing that on its own, but that might be a keeper. I'm going to see if I have my own one just lying around. Now, I have some accessories from an old bundle just lying around on a shelf. I thought that might be one of them, but it's just a mop bucket and a crate. So, yeah, no, but I was hoping to show you what I mean by the difference between the two sinks, but I digress. We got a cookie sheet. Just chuck that in the bundle, you know. We're probably up to, you know, at least a tenner now. We got this chair. Just one random desk chair. I certainly don't need it, so we'll just be listing this up. I'll probably list that on its own. Again, probably be able to sell it on its own, I should imagine. We've got a ladder. Always good to sell on their own. It's good, like £8 or £9. It's actually not got any pieces, any connecting pieces, but, you know, should still be able to sell for a little bit. We got a tennis racket. Jim Cornette's tennis racket. Now, this is an old Jakks accessory I don't have, so I would be tempted to keep this. But I would also be tempted to sell it. You know, there might be people after it. I don't know if I'd ever use it. I mean, I guess so, but I don't really know. And the last thing, I'm not really sure what this is, but it's certainly interesting. It's like a black backstage like platform type thing. If anyone can give me an exact term for what this is, then that would be great. But it's kind of like a backstage kind of metal platform thing that like rises up like that, or triggers up, either way, however you slice it. It's very interesting. I'm definitely keeping it, whatever it is. A nice bit of backstage decoration. The lid doesn't actually close with the handle in it, so that's good. Like, so I guess you'd take the handle out if you want to shut it fully. But I mean, yeah, just weird kind of bit of background decoration. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I think that was like around £11 or £12 or something, maybe a bit of postage on top of that as well. But yeah, definitely an interesting bundle. So bit of a mixed bag there. We're definitely going to get those accessories bundled up and get those classic superstars listed and get onto that seller about what is going on with that referee. Hopefully it didn't say in the description and I just missed it that it definitely did say that it had been head swapped. Hopefully it didn't say that it had been blue tacked back on, never mind glue. Hopefully it didn't say that, so we have a leg to stand on. Anyway, Freddy wants to be in now, so he's scratching at the door. If you enjoyed this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the DSW mail openings playlist in the end screen for more, and the rest of the channel for more wrestling figure videos and other action figure videos for that matter as well. And I really do appreciate you guys joining me. So thank you all for watching, and goodbye. We got dogs barking. Seem to end awfully quickly. And I really do appreciate... Freddy. Stop rustling the bags, Freddy. Just go stand still somewhere. And I really do appreciate... But no.